How to install the HP Integrated Remote System Controller in the HP Z4 Rack G5. In this video, we'll show you how to install the HP Integrated Remote System Controller into the HP Z4 Rack G5. The components that come with HP Integrated Remote System Controller Kit are the Integrated Remote System Controller itself, DisplayPort to Mini DisplayPort cable, the internal power and signal cable, and the internal USB 3 cable. For the installation, you'll also need a T15 Torx head screwdriver. Remove the top cover of the Z4 Rack G5 by pressing the black button down while sliding the cover towards the rear. Remove the single-slot PCI Express riser by grabbing the blue touch points and lifting upwards. Remove the plastic fan duct by gripping the blue touch points and lifting upward. Use the Torx head driver to remove the screw and open the bracket of the single-slot riser. Plug the ends of the internal USB cable and the internal power and signal cable labeled RSC into their corresponding ports on the rear of the Integrated Remote System Controller. Insert the Integrated Remote System Controller into the slot of the single-slot PCI Express riser, ensuring that it's fully seated. Reinstall the bracket on the single-slot riser using the T15 Torx head driver. Install the single-slot riser into the PCI Express slot on the motherboard. The internal power and signal cable should be routed underneath the single-slot riser so it can reach its corresponding connector on the main board, which is labeled as Remote. Plug it into that connector once the cable is routed. Plug the internal USB cable into the USB bulkhead connector on the motherboard. Reinstall the fan draft and the top cover. Use the Mini DisplayPort to DisplayPort cable to connect to the remote system controller to the graphics card. Connect an Ethernet cable to the remote system controller. Adhere the extra label to the chassis where it will be readable.